Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony. We have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man. Great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
we
man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you courtside.
It feels so much better being with you guys and the other teams.
Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the Utah matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days, playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who'd become doctors, lawyers, working on Wall Street. I liked it that way because I worked my way up. When you come from a small school, you appreciate it that much more. Kevin?
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox. With the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power. Yeah. But in talk about...
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Two
and
seconds.
It was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and in 2 seconds laid it.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
Yeah. That's jet-like.
Yeah. Thus the name. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Wall. Andre Drummond is out there with Bryant. Then there's Doncic, and it's Robinson in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Paul Millsap out there with Nurkic, and it's Brooks in at the small forward. High, arcing shot, and he hits the bucket.
Defense tries to make trouble for CJ, but he's so skilled, so agile. He counters everything.
Passes to Wall. And here is Bryant. He's guarded by McCollum. Good.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Los Angeles. A three from McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Wall kicks to Doncic. Drummond passes to Wall. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you play?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player, honestly, because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in play. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man. I think, man, I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players and playing 82 games?
In all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by John Wall. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Drummond dishes to Robinson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Drummond throws it down.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Lillard from outside. That one misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And Wall with the slam.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Brooks outside. Offensive rebound. Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And every team needs a go-to scorer late in close games. Kenny, when you think about your list of what qualities are essential to be that guy in crunch time, what are they?
I think to be a great crunch time player is to not look at it as crunch time. It's like, these are the shots that I would take regardless of the situation. I think LeBron got criticized for that early in his career when he would pass up shots. But he takes the same shot regardless of the situation, which makes him more comfortable.
I would have to agree with that. The other thing, too, as the game has changed, I think your ability to be able to set up the shot, to Kenny's point. Like because the court's open now, right? It's not as physical, so if I can move without it and get to my sweet spots, and I think that also helps you to be able to finish in rhythm.
Outside for Millsap. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Robinson left side. And the dunk by Robinson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Brooks outside.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Doncic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
In motion, Dame is dangerous. He's unpredictable, and he can shoot it at any moment.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Nurkic with the block. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Millsap. Mavericks with the rebound. Robinson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is the showman, but Steph is, I think, the top. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't seen those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. And we've seen I'm with you. Giannis has done that. LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka,
is
without
a
a doubt.
all-time show. One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether his team is winning or losing.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Andre Drummond. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Bryant. And Curry subbed in for Glenn Robinson III.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And a deep three from Lillard. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to Bay. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry on the wing. And there's the pass to McGee. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Trent. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Down low. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Rivers. Here's Bay. Rivers with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. The shot that time not on target. Mavericks leading by 9.
And with more players controlling their free agent destiny, we're starting to see a little backlash. Yet you think there's a double standard. Teams can trade them, but players are supposed to be loyal.
Well, it's a double standard for sure. But the only one who loses out are the fans in that double standard. The fans have no control over who stays in league, but they have to cheer for who comes in. So I feel for the fans, but it is a business.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Looking now at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Trent passes to Rivers. Lillard outside. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 10.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Inside, McGee. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Rivers, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, you know, in Cody Zeller, I think they've got a guy who does all the little things, like making good, smart passes and creating open shots for others.
Out past the Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Shot by Zeller, no good. Mavericks leading by 10. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here's Rivers. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Trent can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Bay passes to Trent. Here's Bay, guarded by McGee. Portland, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, Doncic. From deep, Wall. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have made it very tough. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future.
I know that when the main guy usually...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on, it's a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Zeller, Damian Lillard out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Trent in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Curry outside, bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 8 points.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
So many combo guys in the backcourt now, Kenny, but there are still a few traditional style point guards left, and they're sure fun to watch.
Yeah, you still got Rondo. You still have Mike Conley.
Yep.
You know, obviously CP3. These are traditional point guards that think pass first. Still got LeBron. He's a traditional point guard. He passes first. So it's still fun to watch.
Wall against Lillard. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 20. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Zeller. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bay passes to Lillard. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. McCollum kicks to Rivers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Damian Lillard is second. Luka Doncic fourth.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
Doncic passes to Robinson. And that one drops.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Passes it to Nurkic. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on an 11-3 run right now. The NBA definitely is a global product, and at the same time, Commissioner Silver reaffirming the league's American values of free speech. This caught some people off guard, perhaps. It's not always easy, is it?
Well, he's got the most difficult job, and you got to give the commissioner a lot of credit, staying true to who he is and what he feels the league is about, and able to tell that story to the world, and not just here nationally, but internationally.
Sacrifice money that was coming into the league for values that he thought were important.
Bottom line, freedom is not free.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
McCollum kicks to Brooks. Now here's Rivers. Nurkic in the post, defended by Drummond. Here's Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with it. Robinson picks him up. To the middle. Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Crafty. Catching the defender out of position. C.J. McCollum, so proficient at the offensive end.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Dallas has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Back to Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home.
Wow, clutch shot by C.J. McCollum. That's one of his go-to moves.
Doncic with it. 13 points in the game. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Another 3 for Dallas. Kenny, your teammate Akeem Olajuwon, a lead on both ends. Who do you think is the best all-around big man in the game right now?
Well, as great as Akeem was, you know, Shaq was probably just the greatest ball handler as guys today. You know, when you think about that, like Giannis and Embiid, those two come to mind. They probably would have gave it to Shaq, but he would have had his share.
Here's McCollum. He's got 10. And here's Rivers. Back to McCollum. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Robinson. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Outside Robinson. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
All by himself. McCollum turning defense into offense, showing the full package.
Pass to Bryant. And here is Drummond. Outside Curry. McCollum against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
McCollum kicks to Brooks. And here's Millsap from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry against Nurkic. The pass to Drummond. Puts up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. pass to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent in seeing his guys when they're open.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Millsap. Back to Brooks. And nothing is falling for him right now. Dallas has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 5th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Lillard's checked in for Rivers. The Mavericks also with a sub. John Wall's checked in for Luka Doncic. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Dallas has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Brooks, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Outside Curry. Now the pass to Bryant. Over McCollum. And Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's got 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Drills the three-pointer.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Robinson. And the 3 off target. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Brooks misses.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Wall attacking. Nurkic with the block. McCollum against Drummond. And McCollum with the slam.
Artistic with the ball in his hands. McCollum can blow by defenders and finish in a variety of ways.
Now Wall. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Clippers.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
No one near Drummond as he lets it go. But they get it back. They double-team Curry. Kicks the Wall to the paint. Here's Drummond. Rebound by Nurkic.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Back to Lillard. Dishes it to Brooks. Lillard, the pass to Millsap. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Robinson. They get it back. And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
He's a
We'll tell
fellow,
G-Wade
fellow PG. We got to let him
Yes,
in.
sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth And, you know, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, you know, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now. And he's done it at a high level.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
On the Mavericks with some changes, JaVale McGee's checked in for Drummond, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Robinson. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Wall finds Bryant. Back to Wall.
Screen coming.
6 on the shot clock. It's Curry outside. That one's not going to go. And it's Portland the other way. Trent passes to McCollum. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Zeller dishes to Lillard. And another three from Portland.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. To the inside. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry against McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 19 points.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean,
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Pick and gracing us with his presence once again after his stirring performance with the live crew. At least that's what the card I'm reading says, and it was written by the always terrific Kenny Smith.
Well, you know what it was. You called it the live. You know what it was when I was down there. That was always
You know what, Kenny?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not a hater. I'm a congratulator.
Thank you.
And I must say,
And it's just about time.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's hit the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Mavericks. Doncic out there with Wall. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Robinson. And it's Bryant in at power forward. And here's McCollum for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. McCollum against Doncic. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Showing a healthy healthy 60% tonight.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
On the wing, Doncic. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Doncic with the steal. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Outside Millsap. Passes it to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5. He gets that one. McCollum's got 26 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Wall against Lillard. Wall, no luck.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And he has 28 points for the game.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And they double up Doncic. To the right side. Wall against Lillard. Pass to Drummond. Lets the three fly. Here's Robinson. Oh, what a finish!
Good.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Brooks, the pass to Millsap. And it goes down 2 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
McCollum against Doncic. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McCollum against Doncic. They double team McCollum. For the three, Millsap and the Trailblazers. Another three.
Amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
To the paint, here's Wall. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard.
Take that shot, let's go. Come on, shoot.
He dishes it to McCollum. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. And Glenn Robinson, a player that was moved at the deadline last year, showed that he's a solid participant when given the minutes.
Agreed, Greg. I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything at the three. He's learned to play within himself and really never hurts you in any aspect of the game. Those are the kind of guys you have to find minutes for.
Here's McCollum, and he has 28 points for the game. And the pass to Zeller. Here's Bang. Rivers in the corner. And he converts the layup. Rivers has got his second bucket tonight.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Doncic against Rivers. Outside Bryant. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow.
Tell you what, fellas, that's working the wavelengths together there. Those guys.
McCollum finds Rivers. Here's Bang. They double team McCollum. Millsap has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. Robinson for 3. Here's Bryant. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Rivers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Finney-Smith. Drummond. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They double team McCollum. Pass to Bay. A three-pointer off the mark. Rivers against Doncic. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with Forrest Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Zeller up top. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Wall against McCollum. Wall, no luck.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's McCollum off the drive.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise in the NBA.
You know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Curry's checked in for Dallas. Takes a three, and Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a three. That fall. Nice feed that time for McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. To the middle. Here's McGee. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's now 10 points for JaVale McGee. Doncic against McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry against Lillard. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Lillard, the pass to Zeller. Back to Lillard. Here's Bay. Guarded by McGee. Lillard uses the glass to finish the lane. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. From outside the arc, another three for Dallas.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Cullen passes to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Curry kicks to Drummond. Pass to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
It's Curry outside. Bay pulls it in. Portland's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. At the elbow, Zeller. Here's the lob to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry against Lillard. He kicks it to McCollum. There's the pass to Bay. Over Drummond. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Drummond passes to McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Dallas making a switch here. And he sinks the second. A challenging stretch here for Portland. Lillard with it. He's got 22. For the 3. That one doesn't go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Mavericks on top, just dominating this one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Cody Zeller out there with Nurkic. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Bay in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Curry finds McGee. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Bryant. Fires for 3. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Passes it to Zeller. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Millsap's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. Doncic passes to Curry. The drive by Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Millsap. Pass to Bay. Brooks against Doncic. Fires from the wing. Portland again missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Brooks. Fires the three. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court. Sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry. And Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
And here is Hazonia. Shot clock at 6. And O'Quinn sends it back.
And Hazonia does not lack for aggressiveness. I mean, I love how he attacks the defense and gets these foul calls.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Correa, the pass to O'Quinn. Chandler outside. Robinson for 3. Cans it from downtown. Robinson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Brooks and O'Quinn sends it back. And they get it back. Now Barea. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that? Or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Rivers finds Hazonia. The pass to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. The tray buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you got to really get into Hazonia's airspace because he's looking to pull as soon as that ball hits his hands.
Correa, the pass to O'Quinn. Now Robinson. Out to the wing. From deep, Barea. The Mavericks rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Here's Rivers. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Will, Kareem, Keaton, and Robinson and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
A nice shot by Barea.
And, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Rivers against Barea. Here's Rivers. Looking to end the run. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in. Rivers hits both of them. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve, but with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Robinson finds Chandler. Shoots over Patterson. Chandler, the pass to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here is Barea outside.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Trent. Back to Hazonia. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Barea. Outside Robinson. Pass to Chandler. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the wing on the left. Here's Trent. He can't get it to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Robinson with it. Kicks to Barea. Inside. Oh, Quinn can't hit. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And now here's Hazonia, guarded by Barea. Here's Rivers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact, what was like go on the floor, to what we're seeing now. And there seemed to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend, and if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right?
Yep.
You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Down low. It's picked off. Right side Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Patterson. Mavericks with the rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Portland with the ball. Trailblazers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Rivers passes to Trent. Launches it. No good on the shot. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. McHugh passes to Robinson. Shoots the 3. Correa, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Outside Robinson. Back to Correa. Chandler scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Outside for Correa. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Hazanya's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Trent. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Trailblazers shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Rivers. And now, here's Hazonia. O'Quinn defending.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they're going to break this season series tie with a big win here tonight, giving them a 2-1 record on the year with 1 final game left to go against the Trailblazers.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Hazonia kicks to Rivers. Here's Trent. And another 3 for Portland.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Pass to McHugh. Here is Robinson. The pass to McHugh. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. And finish off by Hazonia.
Blazing speed in the open floor. Hazonia sprinting well down the court and being rewarded for that effort.
And here's Correa. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg,